Welcome to Paris! It's important to book in advance and book a cheap flight like I did, and I flew with EasyJet. I booked my flight at least 2 months before my trip date, and that's how you can get a cheap flight. After reaching Paris, we kept our suitcases in the hotel room and came outside for a nice walk in this beautiful place. We got hungry, so we had pizza and sushi from a nearby place before hitting the bed. We stayed in this Ibis hotel chain, which is very economical and at the same time is very functional as well. It was close to the metro station, so we did not find any difficulty accessing tourist places. If you want to save on money, come to these places. The metro station was a 10-minute walk from our hotel. Finding something to eat, starting a day off, and I'm going to take you to all the places where I go. So this is one place that I saw. Let's go find what we can eat here. We found a good breakfast place nearby Arc de Triomphe, and we've ordered one breakfast deal. Sitting right outside this cafe, having the Paris feeling over here, having breakfast like the French do, trying to do that. We're done with our breakfast. Sipping my hot coffee, which is actually cold now, and we'll be going to the river cruise and I'll take you there. So this is the way to Arc de Triomphe. We're going through the passageway to go to that place. Even if you don't buy a ticket to go inside this monument, you can appreciate the art, the history, while standing outside without a ticket. However, if you really want to go inside, the tickets are free on the first Sunday of each month every year from November to March. So if you're traveling in those dates, then you can actually get a free ticket for everyone, adults, kids, or senior citizens. We're going to the river cruise at La Seinne. Let's go! This is an amazing way to roam around Paris while being on the boat or a cruise. It was just for 27 euros for 2 adult tickets, and it is worth visit. You get to witness amazing monuments, all the famous French tourist places like Eiffel Tower and different churches and war monuments, all while you're on this trip. And this is a 1-hour cruise trip, enough for you to enjoy and take back lovely memories. I was lucky enough to have a sunny day when I visited this cruise, although it was very cold afterwards and I had to drape myself in a shawl. It's an amazing place to take pictures, enjoy with your loved ones, and I think if you're coming to Paris, you should definitely come on this cruise trip. So after this worthwhile cruise trip, we decided to relax for a while down in these beautiful gardens before we headed to our next destination. It was almost lunchtime after the cruise, so we grabbed a pizza, some fries, before we headed over to this beautiful garden again overlooking the Eiffel Tower, where we relaxed for a while till it was time for us to visit the Eiffel Tower with a ticket. Cycling is common all over Europe, and don't miss to cycle around the streets, even main roads, when you come here. It's almost evening and I'm sipping here my coffee on the Paris streets before we go to our next destination. If you want to get a perfect picture in front of the Eiffel Tower, it's not going to be when you visit Eiffel Tower. It is going to be towards the road that's leading to Eiffel Tower. So that's a pro tip. We're heading towards Eiffel Tower because our ticket time was 9 p.m. Best time to visit Eiffel Tower is after sunset. That's when it's lit up. You see the beautiful monument with all the lights lightening and sparkling. There's a whole world inside Eiffel Tower, and you would be amazed to see souvenir shops, dessert shops, restaurants, and so much more that I thought wouldn't even exist inside this beautiful monument. I bought tickets for 9 p.m. and that's when they were the least expensive. So if you want to save up some pennies, you can do that too. It's day 2 in Paris, and today we're going to chill out a bit because we visited 3 different places yesterday. We're buying our metro ticket and off we go. On our way, we saw a nice cafe and decided to have our breakfast because we haven't included breakfast in our hotel. After having a hearty breakfast, we decided to explore Paris on our feet. So the very first stop was this huge giant Louis Vuitton shop. And over here I was amazed to see such a big statue of this person. I don't know who she is, but if you know, just let me know in the comment section below. We're going to Louvre Museum, which is one of the famous museums all around the world because it has got the famous Mona Lisa painting inside this place. Hello from Paris. We're at the Louvre Museum. This place is like heaven for art lovers, and if you're really into art and you don't want to miss the famous Mona Lisa painting, please go inside. But I need to tell you the truth that when you go inside and you actually witness the Mona Lisa painting, it is quite small in size. Not something that you would imagine it to be, but hard truth. But let me just tell you that before you go here, stand in the lines and buy a ticket. If you're just going for Mona Lisa painting, be sure to be upset about it. If your traveling dates are on the first Friday of the month and you're lucky enough to travel in those times, you can get a free ticket to witness this museum free of cost, except for the months of July and August. But beware, there will be long queues, impossible for you to reach the Louvre, at least 3 hours waiting in the line. So I don't know if it is worth it, but you can try it for yourself. can say no to an ice cream. And so it was the perfect time to have an ice cream. It was a sunny afternoon and we were quite hot. How could I go back home without visiting one of the shopping malls in Paris? So I decided to go inside one and do some window shopping because we are on a budget, right? We cannot spend too much already. We were exploring the city for almost 6 hours and now we were tired and wanted to go to a calm and serene place. Found this beautiful church right in front of us and decided to go inside and feel the calmness. It's time for us to have dinner. Don't get surprised to see the sunlight all around. Since it's summertime, it is going to be like that. So we're heading towards a nice restaurant. We'll think about which one to go and let's see what we see. It's wonderful to roam around these streets and just soak in the French culture and French vibes inside. And that too for free, you don't need to spend anything for it. And yes, don't forget to cycle around the place like we did, and it's also very cheap, so please don't skip that. Now we're heading towards our place to eat because now we're hungry. After roaming around the day, cycling, walking, you walk a lot in Europe and then you need to have a hearty meal. So now we're going to have yummy snails, which were not so yummy, we just had them for the sake of having it, and then we had yummy pasta. And that's a wrap. Watch this video next to see my Paris adventures. Bye bye!